It's about noon right now, and Tilly G is just waking up. He decided to sleep in, but his best friend, little Skippy, always brings him what I like to call his stick of the day. But today it's kind of like a piece of hay, but we won't tell Skippy that. And he always does a fake out. It looks like he's going to come out, but no. He takes hours to wake up in the morning, but that's okay. His best friend, little Skippy, always keeps him company, brings him various sticks and his prized possessions that he finds in the yard. And sometimes Tilly G looks interested in it. I think he's hoping it's food, but Skippy and I, we go and we get his little kiddie pool for spa day. Now, the minute he sees his blue kiddie pool, that really inspires him to come out. And I fill it with hot water. There's 2 water spouts, a hot and a cold one. And the minute he sees his little spa day filling up in his kiddie pool, that really gets him out of bed and going. And he's really excited to start his day because it's like soaking in a nice hot tub. And who wouldn't like that? I mean, that sounds delightful. So he does a sploot in there. And of course, I fill it with hot water for him so that it's nice and warm. It helps to keep him toasty and warm him up for the day. He is a land tortoise. Tilly G is 10 years old. He's a sulcata tortoise, otherwise known as an African spurred tortoise. And although he's a land tortoise, he does need water. And it's really important for him. You could see his hydraulics start to go down. That means he really likes it. And of course, I want to make sure that it's not too hot for him. So, and he does a little splish splash. Little Skippy supervises, and the water is super hot. You can see the steam kind of rising from it. So I'll add a bucket or 2 of cold water just to make it so it's nice and warm and not too hot for him. But he likes it to be around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty much like a hot tub. So he's doing a little soaky soak. His best friend, little Skippy, stays by his side. I always like to get a nice little scrubby. It's soft, and I use it to clean his shell, and he loves it. So I will use a little scrubby to give him a nice shell massage. And he can feel everything on his shell because he has nerve endings that are actually attached to his shell and attached to his spine. So he feels every itch, scratch, everything. So I make sure everything he feels from me is really gentle and soothing, and he loves his shell massage. I get his little booty, and it's a great way to also clean him, hydrate him, and it's really important that he hydrates so that he can expel what's called urates. And if urates don't expel or get expelled during his spa day, they can build up and cause deadly kidney stones and bladder stones. So that's why it's important for him to do a spa day. And splish splash means he loves it. Little Skippy stays by my side. He's kind of like my little supervisor, making sure that I'm doing everything right. Look at his cute little face. You can tell he's so happy, right? And I use my little handheld infrared temperature gauge to check the temperature, make sure it's about 78, 80 degrees. He likes a little bit hotter. Oh, he's got food on his face, so I always clean his little face as well, and he lets me touch his face. He's so used to me cleaning his face every day. I add his little rubber ducky, which is the final touch for his soaking, and then he will soak in this very warm water for about an hour or 2. And then after that, he will go and start his day and mosey on all throughout the garden and graze on grass for about 4 to 5 hours. And he'll eat all the hibiscus flowers he can find, everything. Oh, I see a poop, leftover poop. So I will clean any leftover poops that I see. He also does poop in his pool and in his house. So see, I clean up the poops in his house as well. I use a biodegradable, eco-friendly bag to clean the poops because the doggies love his poops. And then when he's done, he does a little exit because I cut out a little exit in his pool for him. And he will go and sunbathe in the sun, graze in the grass for hours, and enjoy the garden. And that's how he spent his day today. Hope you had a good day too.